Bonjour, everybody. I'm Steph.
And I'm Nell, and together with our fantastic team, we run the Bath Boules.
We're here today to give you an update on the plans for the long-awaited 2021 Bath Boules. We'll let you know what to expect from the event and have some special guests joining us too. If you have any questions throughout, please feel free to ask them using the Q&A button below, and we'll answer at the end. So, the Bath Boules is a much-loved annual Bath event held in Queen Square. This year it takes place on Friday the 23rd to Sunday the 25th of July, and here's a flavour of what to expect. It's just going to be so exciting to be back out doing that. So there'll be a Boules tournament with teams playing on each day in groups, followed by knockout stages to the final. There are actually a few team tickets available on the website right now, so be quick if you fancy joining us and snapping those up at bathboules.com. The mighty champions will each win one of the coveted Bath Boules trophies to display for a year, as well as a magnum of Taittinger champagne. So if that's not enough to make you want a team and go for it, I don't know what is.
We hope you've been practicing. For tips on how to play Boules, check out the rules of Boules at bathboules.com. As well as Boules, we'll have a well-stocked bar, a raffle draw, amazing street food stalls, and fun games outside of the tournament. Not only is the Bath Boules about having fun, it's about raising huge sums for local charities. To date, £650,000 has been raised and donated, and we don't plan on slowing down. Every penny spent at Queen Square on the 23rd to 25th of July will go towards the charity pot, which is handed over in a giant cheque to the Bath Boules trustees. They then divvy it up and spread it out between loads of local charities to support their causes. Here's a selection of the charities that the trustees have been able to support in the past.
Just one of the many beautiful things about the Bath Boules. When you take part, even if you just buy one drink, you're donating to these varied and vital causes which all need our support. And the people that have that lovely but also tough job of sharing out the funds, the trustees, are Alex Oge, Philip Addis, Thomas Shepherd, Nicole Howes, Celia Mead, and joining us now, it's David Gledhill. Hiya, David. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Good morning.
You're on it. Sorry. So you've been involved with the Bath Boule from the very start. How has it felt to see how it's grown and how it's helped so many charities?
I actually wasn't there in the very early years, but to watch it grow over the last few decades has just been absolutely incredible. It's just such a great honour to be a part of it. I mean, so much so that I've long since left Bath, but I refuse to give up my trusteeship on the Bath Boule because I know what a difference this event makes to so many charities across Bath.
It's so amazing and so unique how it supports so many different charities. How can charities get funding from what's raised at this year's event?
Well, the best way is to go to the website, bathboule.com, and on there is a form that you can fill in, and that comes straight through to my email, and then the trustees meet 2 or 3 times a year and we go through them all and support what we can.
And after the past year, the causes in Bath just need our help more than ever, don't they? How can they make sure that they appeal to the trustees for funding?
Well, I think it's fair to say that every charity in Bath at the moment is struggling, and that's inevitably. Particularly the ones that are concerned with mental health. That's one that is coming through loud and clear at the moment. A lot of people have suffered because of this crisis, and that's across the board. That's young right through to old, and everybody needs a little bit of help. But we do concentrate in particular on the Bath area, and we concentrate on the more deprived areas where we can show that the money actually makes a difference.
That's so amazing. Are you looking forward to the event this year?
Oh, very much so. Isn't everybody? I mean, this is the first after we come out this hopefully final lockdown. Then this will be the first big event, and this is a Bath institution. This is just one of probably the event. It's certainly one of the longest running events, if not the longest running event. And it's a great opportunity to see lots of old faces, renew acquaintances. We've all been locked down for far too long. We might not be hugging each other, but at least we can see each other.
It's so true. We just can't wait. Thank you so much, David, for everything that you do for the Boules, and for joining us today.
It's an honour.
Thank you. And everyone, yes, please make the trustees' job as difficult as possible for this year. And spend lots of money at the Boules, get involved. Like I said, every single thing you do, every piece of food you buy, every pint you buy at the bar, the proceeds of that go to the charity pot. So it's really well worth it. Have fun and do some good in return. And if you work for a charity, or you know a charity or support one, make sure there's an application in to get some funding out of this year's event from bathboules.com, and go to the charity section to apply.
One of the main ways we're able to raise this amazing amount of money is through our sponsors. And we want to give out a huge thank you to our sponsors this year. To start off with our little Boules, we've got Bath Academy, Bath Building Society, Bath Live, Bath Rugby, Blue Gecko, Carter Jonas, Citizens Advice Baines, Data Sharp Integrated Communications, Edit, Enlightened, GA Energy, Groupier, Mackenzie & Co Financial Planners, Minuteman Press, Mojo Stewart, Moore, PG Owen, Redwood Marketing, Royds Withy King, Safri Champners, Spark Loop, St John's Chambers, Thrings, Tile and Floor, and Winkworth.
And our big Boules are Bath Ales, Bath Life, Digital Wonder Lab, Great Wine Co, Hamptons, Novia, Reside, Sub 13, Thatcher's, Tattinger, and True Speed. And
finally, our Grand Fromage, sponsor supreme, headliner, it's Brew and Dolphin, and joining us now is Tom Ania.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Hi Tom.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for being the headline sponsor of the Bath Boules. Why is it important for you to support this event?
I think there's two main reasons that really stick out for me, and the first, which is what David's already touched on, you guys have touched on, which is the reason for this event really happening, is the charitable side of it. So for us, it's really important that we support the local community, and as David said, charities have been hit hard, really hard, the last 15 months or so. So for us, being able to support this brilliant event is just something that sort of gives us a little warm fuzzy feeling.
Oh, it's lovely. And I can see you've got your Boules stripes on today as well.
I have. Yeah, and of course, the second reason, I said there were two. The second reason is also David said as well, it's like we've had the same sort of crib sheet, but it's the personal connections too. So, there's been a lot of relationships that have sort of strayed or foundered a little bit because of lockdown. And it'd just be great to see people again, have a glass of something, maybe not a hug as David said, but at least maybe a virtual high five.
Lovely. And how has the past year been for Brew and Dolphin? What are your plans moving forward?
I think, like a lot of businesses, we've struggled in some respects. We've been fortunate that we have not had to let anybody go or put anybody through the furlough scheme. So that is a huge result for us. But, of course, personal situations have been challenging, homeschooling and remote working, even isolating and worse. So, we've not been untouched by the virus in that respect. But fortunately, from a cold-hearted commercial perspective, it's been a solid year. Moving forwards, I guess we just want to build on that. You know, this today I don't really want to sort of talk about us as a business so much, but you know, we're trying to re-establish our brand following the sale of Epoch to Brew and Dolphin, and this event helps us do that as well.
Nice. And have you guys been out practicing?
If I say yes, it'll make our failure look even more apathetic. So I'll go with the truth, which is sadly no, but it means that we can enjoy more drinking and socialising.
Yeah, and also you guys have been involved in the Boules in different ways for so long. I feel like you should all be pros by now.
Yeah, but the alcohol just sort of bluntens the skill.
I thought that's meant to make you better.
Yeah, give you that confidence.
Well, the results speak for themselves.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today,
No worries.
Tom.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll see you there in the square.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
So now on to some housekeeping information about the event. Following the government's statement on Monday about the new approach in England from the 19th of July, we'd like to reassure everyone that we remain very mindful of our duty of care to all attendees, participants, and those working at the Bath Boules 2021.
Yeah, we really want all attendees at the Boules to be safe and feel reassured by the sensible approach which will be taken by us as organisers. There's much space in Queen Square, and we ask attendees to respect each other's approach on the day and use your common sense. We want everyone to have fun and celebrate coming together once more at the Bath reunion, but in a safe way.
So to ensure this, teams will be asked to arrive at different times in the morning, depending on what time their first game is. Please look out for this and stick to your arrival times.
There will be multiple hand sanitising stations throughout the site. Please remember to continually keep your hands clean throughout the day. There are hand washing facilities in the toilets as well.
Face masks are not compulsory, but we do advise wearing them when ordering food and drink, as well as using the toilets.
When playing games, as a courtesy, you may wish to ask the teams which you're playing whether you'd wish all players to wear masks or not, but please respect the decisions either way.
Generally, we ask you to respect everyone at the Boules. We know that views will differ about masks, especially now the government has made it clear it's for personal judgment.
Attendance into Queen Square will be controlled to allow ample social distancing space, and again, please be respectful of fellow attendees. There won't be an enclosed marquee this year to reduce the amount of people together in one inside area, but there will be covered areas with open sides for shelter.
Any communal areas will be cleaned regularly throughout the day.
Any queuing will be socially distanced.
All caterers are adhering to hospitality government guidelines.
There'll be plenty of seating areas which will be regularly cleaned.
Bringing your own food and drink to the event is not permitted.
And the whole event will be cashless, so please bring card payment for use at the food stands and at the bar.
If you are experiencing COVID symptoms or in the last 2 weeks have been in contact with anyone with COVID symptoms, we politely request that you don't attend. You should get a PCR test and follow the UK Gov's stay-at-home guidance.
And for your own peace of mind, we encourage you to take a lateral flow test before the event and register the result with HMGov. This isn't a requirement though, and you won't need to share a negative result pre-event or on arrival. But as a general point overall, just please be respectful. I think that's kind of a key theme that's come through. Be respectful to your fellow teammates and attendees, be kind to all attendees, and racist, sexist or derogatory comments of any sort won't be tolerated either.
We look forward to bringing so many of us together after so long, and we thank you guys so much for taking part. So here's a plan of the event. It will be contained within Queen Square itself this year, instead of closing the roads like previous years. So please make sure you use the road crossings to attend. The entrance gate is on the east side of the square, so please access using this one. Also new this year is the Bath Boules app. So this has been really kindly developed by our friends at Digital Wonder Lab and Rocket Makers. The app is an essential for the event. It will keep tracking of all the games, so you know who you're playing and where you're playing. You'll know scores, you'll know if you're in the lead or if maybe like Brew and Dolphin you're not in the lead because you've had a bit too much to drink at the bar. And there's also going to be a franglais translator. So if you fancy Frenching up some of your comms and getting everything on brand, then there is a proper way to do it.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be so fun to have a play around with the app. And just another reminder that a small number of teams are still available on each day. So please join us. It's going to be so much fun. We just can't wait to see you all in real life and play some ball and raise some money for charity. So entry is £260 plus VAT per team. And you can purchase that via the website, but be quick as sales are closing soon.
So if anyone has any questions, this is a good time to ask. We've had one in from Anonymous saying, are there tickets still available? And as Steph just touched on, there is, but they will be gone soon. So please do act fast. But otherwise, thank you all for coming today. And we really can't wait to see you all there. It will be Bath's big reunion and we just can't wait for it.
Oh, there's a couple of questions just coming in. Thank you, everyone. So timings, so each day is 9 a.m. till around 6 p.m. is the games. You'll each play 8 games in your group. So I'm sorry, 7 games in a group of 8. So those games tend to go from about 9:30 till 3 p.m. and then the finals about 3 till 6 or 7, something like that. There's another question, how many people in each team? So it's a minimum of 3, but you can bring along as many people as you want and just kind of switch them in and out, as long as the same 3 people play any one game. That's the rules.
There'll be emails coming out shortly about your team arrival times, and this will also have information about when the app will be available to download. It will just come from either the App Store, Google Store, Android, whatever you use.
Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
In terms of getting to the event, there's a question about parking. So it's really close to Charlotte Street car park if you would like to drive to the event. But we would encourage that you try and take public transport or walk or cycle if you can, especially now there's the clean air zone in Bath.
Food and drink, these are included in your team tickets. So every team will include a bottle of wine and 3 food vouchers, which will be redeemable at our traders. The traders will be announced shortly, and we will be putting on vouchers for pre-sale if anyone wants to buy them in advance. And we'll try our best to guarantee sunshine. By booking it in late July this year, we are hopeful.
Yeah, as Nell just said about the app, it's not yet on the App Store because we're just finalising we need to finalise the team sales to get all of that information popped in. So as soon as that's all done, then we will send around an email communication and put it on our social media so that you can sign up for the app. Oh, how much are the food vouchers now?
So they're going to be 14, and that will include sort of a main and a sweet. And then lastly, there will be a raffle and the prizes will be announced shortly, but the full list will be available at the event.
So some of the prizes that have been confirmed already are really good, and we'd love any further donations for raffle prizes. It's a great extra way for us to raise some money for the charities. So thank you for bringing that up. And yeah, if anybody's got any prizes that they'd like to donate for the raffle, there'll be a separate draw on each day. So just let us know. Great, thank you so much for all your questions, everybody. We're so excited for the event in just a few weeks now. If you do have any further questions, please feel free to email us at info@Boules, and keep an eye out on our social media and our website.
See you soon, and au revoir.
Au revoir.